rest of it's all CGI, but I'll explain that in a minute. But if we were here filming, one of the things they always ask is that there is a road to the filming locations, all right? You just walk up it, all right? And that's so that they can bring their vans up here with all their equipment and then offload it and set up. And if we were filming here, what they would have done is use that courtyard we were just in, and in there they would have had a couple of marquees set up, and that would have had the costume, hair, makeup, catering department. There would have been some of the vehicles then for the props, camera equipment, all that kind of stuff, and a couple of trailers for the actors. And what they would have done is they would have come down early in the morning, and very early in the morning, and set up these half-dozen tents. Yeah, and then what would happen is the actors would be come down. They would bring the actors down first, just after they've set up, and they will do a walkthrough with the director, and they'll just go over any last-minute things. You know, this is where we're going, or this is what the tent looks like. You know, all that sort of stuff. And then the actors will then head back up to the courtyard, get their breakfast, and get changed. Now, if we were the extras, we would have met at the paint hall. They would have bussed us down here, and we would have all got changed, and then they bring us down here for half eight. And what they do then is one of the assistant directors gets the script out, and that's the first we know what we're doing, all right, when we're actually on set. And what they will do is they will read through that script, and they will tell us what is going on, and they will give us jobs, all right? So this is just a campsite. So you might have a simple little job like, can you carry some food over to the horses, you know, can you move some weapons and stuff around, you know, little campsite jobs. And they will give each one of us a start position and an end position, and we will rehearse that. Then what will happen is the actors come down, and then they start to get the cameras and all this sort of stuff up, and they start filming. Now, we just do the same thing every time that we're asked to do. We don't look at cameras or anything else. Because what they will do is they will start off a scene with a wide shot. That's their way of showing you where they are. Then what happens is they move in closer, yeah, so you get a sort of a mid shot, and then what they'll do is they'll move up to close-ups, which might be just the guys sitting in the tents, and then they usually drop back out a shot, okay, so you know you're leaving again. Now, so if we do our job right, if we always do what we are asked to do every time on the same time, that means then if you're the extra walking along, you know, in the wide shot, whenever they move to the medium shot, you should move seamlessly between shots, all right, whenever they edit it. If we don't do the right thing on the right time every time, what happens is you'll be the extra that's walking along here, vanishes for the mid shot, maybe turns up again for a close-up, all right, and they will end up with gaps in the movement. And if you have gaps in the movement, just the way our eyes and brains work, we spot it. All right. So if you don't want to be the disappearing extra, ruining a Game of Thrones shot. All right. So we just do the same thing over and over and over again. It is tedious, but it's also a head wreck. If you're in Castle Black and there's maybe 60, 80, 100 of you, and you know you're preparing for a battle, or you're in a battle, and maybe running past you on the 3rd step, you're on the 5th step, you're on the 9th step, you hand me a barrel or something, then I'm running back down. You know what I mean? We have to do that every time, exactly the same time, every time we do it, whilst they move cameras around and do all that sort of stuff, yeah? And I promise you, when you're doing that, it is an absolute melter, you know? At the end of the day, your brain is fried. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to go through this gate just up to the top of the hill, go through another little gate round to the front of the tower. This is Audley's Tower. These are known as kissing gates. Back in the olden days, it wasn't polite to show your affection in public. And because one person goes in and then the other one goes through, people used to sneak kisses at them. It's not, you don't have to.